Hope everyone had a good day today. We had mostly cloudy conditions across the region and a little bit cooler temperatures. Let's say in Lynchburg, Charlottesville, Danville, places that were seeing 80-degree temperatures on Sunday. Now we'll get into tonight to something called isentropic lifting. And that really had an impact on the temperatures this afternoon as well as our weather hitting into, let's say, Monday night as well as Tuesday afternoon. Now, currently outside, as of 4 p.m. in Lynchburg, we have a temperature of 76 degrees. Our dew point is 71, and this makes for a relative humidity of 85%. The winds are out of the north currently at 3 miles per hour, and the barometer is showing 30.07 inches and rising. So isentropic lifting, what is it exactly? Well, I'm going to stop this for just a moment. When we look at, let's say, the reaction of warm air to cold air, in this situation here we have like a warm front positioned, let's say, between the warm and cold air. What will typically happen is that because warm air is less dense, in other words, it contains less air particles, it will allow for moisture to fill the gaps in between, much more so than, let's say, the cold air that is, let's say, found near the surface beneath it. Cold air, what I tried to illustrate here is that there's more air particles found within it, or found within a given space, thus giving it a higher density. And this allows for the warm air to override it almost every single time in the warm front scenario. Now, what will happen, this is what I'll try to illustrate here in the third frame, is that we'll have showers and even some thunderstorms that can build up because of the, let's say, excess moisture that's within the warm air overriding the cold air. Now, during the winter months, typically you get light to moderate moisture, let's say in the months of January and February. Now, as you hit into late spring and summertime, again, isentropic lifting can occur anytime during the year, you can actually get thunderstorm activity because of, let's say, the high temperature contrast that we have this time of year. So I thought that was interesting and I wanted to share that with you tonight. Currently we have warm air moving out of the south. You can kind of see it on the radar itself overriding the cold air currently we have at the surface. Now, besides the showers and thunderstorms over the state of Virginia, as you head west of the Appalachians, let's say into the state of Illinois, Missouri, and also Iowa, we have low pressure located over the Midwest, and that will continue to move, let's say, from west to east over the next 24 hours. There's even thunderstorm activity over the deep south near the panhandle of Florida, and even some shower activity as you head north and west, let's say into the state of Montana. Now, as far as the temperatures over the next 24 hours, high temperatures for Tuesday afternoon will be in the low to mid 80s over the mid-Atlantic. Now, as you head further to the west, let's say into Iowa, locations that had the low pressure over them this afternoon, a cold front will be moving through this area. So we'll see highs in the upper 60s and low 70s over the Midwest. Now, those temperatures will move towards our direction come Thursday, so much cooler conditions can be expected within the next 3 days. Now, as far as the thunderstorm activity for Tuesday, this map shows 1 p.m. in the afternoon. We have a warm front that will be extending to our north, as well as a cold front to our west. And in between, we'll have those showers and thunderstorms begin to flare up, in the afternoon. Now, as far as rainfall totals over our region, if you look at, let's say, central Virginia, areas including, let's say, Richmond, Charlottesville, as well as Lynchburg, anywhere from, let's say, a quarter to a half an inch of rain can be expected. Now, as you head further north and west, let's say, west of the Blue Ridge into Elkins, West Virginia, Snowshoe, also you head north and west into Pittsburgh. These locations could have an inch of rain or greater come Wednesday afternoon. Now, further to the north, we'll likely see the heaviest rains over Canada. Places such as Detroit could receive over an inch of rain as well. Now, as far as the tropics are concerned, we can see high pressure really dominating the central Atlantic and not much in the way of development will occur for that region. So if we head further to the south of that, let's say, and then also to the west towards Africa, not much in the way of disturbances coming off the western coast of Africa at this time. And the National Weather Service is predicting that there will be no development within the next 48 hours. Now, as far as the 3-day forecast for Central Virginia, on Tuesday and Wednesday we'll have a chance of thunderstorms, the best chance of which being on Tuesday afternoon. High of 83 on Tuesday and a high of 86 on Wednesday. Notice the temperatures fall from the 60s on Tuesday night into the 50s on Wednesday night. And a big change for Thursday as a cold front passes through the region, high of 79 and a low of 55 with clearing conditions for Thursday afternoon. Now looking ahead to the weekend, we'll likely see these dry conditions continue into Saturday. Sunday there is a better chance of storms. We'll see if that changes in time for the weekend as we approach, let's say, that Thursday, Friday time frame. Well, I hope you enjoyed tonight's forecast. Please leave feedback if you can, and have a great night.